Yo, what's good everyone? Hockey is back, and today I'm going to be breaking down some of my favorite Nhl Dfs plays for this Tuesday, February 6th slate. We got ourselves 8 games here tonight where I'm going to go through a couple of my favorite line stacks, some of my favorite individual plays, and then we'll wrap up the video with 3 low-priced options or sub-4K forward plays. With that being said, let's dive right into this. And as always, we're going to kick off this video here highlighting the 8 games that we have on this slate tonight, showing you the money lines and over-unders. First set of games here, we got the Flames at Bruins, Stars at Sabres, Flyers at Panthers, and the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Next set of games here, we got the Canucks at Hurricanes, Canadiens at Capitals, Avalanche at Devils, and the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. And then here's a schedule update for this week. The NHL schedule, not great when it comes to making content, so I'll be making videos here today and Thursday, breaking down each of those slates. I also plan to break down the Saturday 8-game slate as well, but I'll be doing that in my Discord channel. If you have not joined that yet, it is completely free to do so, and there's a link to do so in the description below on this video. And before we dive into the line stacks here, I just want to quickly mention that we have started a YouTube golf channel here at slate Sports. If you want to check that out and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Help build this sports brand that we're going for. And to do that, you can just go to slate Sports here, scroll to the bottom in the featured sections. You'll see Mulligan Masters there, and you can subscribe. We just put out our latest video called Bingo Bango Bongo, and it might be my favorite video so far. Alright, enough with that though, let's talk some hockey. Gonna break down a couple of my favorite line stacks here for tonight. The first being that second line for the Florida Panthers. We got Sam Bennett centering Carter Verhaeghe and Matthew Tkachuk. I was actually surprised at how affordable they were. Obviously, they're a little more expensive, but the upside they offer is tremendous. Of 100 qualified lines this year, they rank 5th overall in shot attempts per 60, 13th overall in goals per 60, and 16th in expected goals per 60. Needless to say, the chances and opportunities have been there for these guys. Now we're going to see Verhaeghe and Tkachuk play up on the Panthers' #1 power play. Bennett plays down on the second, and I like the matchup here against Philadelphia, who was really slumping prior to the All-Star break, going just 1-5-0 in their last 6 games, allowing 4.67 goals per game during that stretch. And then a cheaper line stack that I like here tonight is one that I've been playing quite a bit this year, that second line for the Dallas Stars, but for what it's worth, everyone here, if you wanted to roster any one of those top 3 lines for Dallas, I'd have no problem with that. They're very balanced right now, but this second line here with Duchesne centering Sagan and Marchment has truly been great this year, especially considering their prices. They remain too cheap in my opinion considering how good they've been. The 3 have combined for 50 goals, 71 assists, 121 points in 49 games, essentially averaging 2.5 points per game, and I love the correlation we get with these 3, all playing on the Stars' #2 power play. Now folks, before we dive into some of my favorite individual plays here, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Like I said, we're building this brand here at slate Sports. I'm going to have hockey content coming out for you guys for the remainder of the season. Plus, we got a lot more content coming your way. It's just slowly in the works here in the background. But again, if you could like and subscribe here today, I would really appreciate that. Alright, now diving into some of these individual plays here, we're going to kick it off with the forwards. First guy that I got is Mikko Rantanen, priced at $8,600 here tonight in a matchup on the road against New Jersey. Now, if you wanted to play McKinnon, I have no problem with that. The guy has truly been on a heater as of late, but Mikko kind of reaps the benefits of that, playing up on that first line and #1 power play with McKinnon, and he's been great himself this year. 27 goals, 39 assists in 49 games. He's also got 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points in his last 10, and this Devils team just continues to struggle in their own zone. Goaltending has not been great this year, allowing 3.55 goals per game, the 4th most in the NHL, while ranking 20th out of 32 teams on the penalty kill, hitting at a 78.5% rate. Now, another guy who was playing some really good hockey prior to the All-Star break was Cole Caulfield of the Montreal Canadiens, priced at $6,300 here tonight in a matchup on the road against the Washington Capitals. He was actually riding a 9-game point streak heading into the All-Star break, where he had 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points, and put up 37 shots on net. I really like the way he was shooting the puck, playing up on that first line and #1 power play for the Canadiens, and the Caps weren't playing their best hockey prior to the All-Star break, just going 2-3-1 in their last 6 games, allowing 3.5 goals per game, with a penalty kill that was hitting at a 76.5% rate. And I guess I'm kind of rolling with a trend here, going with Charlie Coyle of the Boston Bruins, who was playing some really good hockey prior to the All-Star break. He's priced at $5,700 here tonight in a matchup at home against the Calgary Flames. He's seemingly found his home up on that Bruins first line in #1 power play. He's got 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points in his last 8 games, averaging 13.5 DraftKings points per game. And like I said, you're kind of just riding this hot hand here right now, as he's got points now in 15 of his last 17 games. The next guy I got here then is Nhl Dfs of the New Jersey Devils, priced at $5,300 here tonight in a matchup at home against Colorado. He'll certainly be happy once Jack Hughes is back in the lineup, and Jack did practice yesterday, but I don't believe he's going to play here tonight. Something to keep an eye on, but I like him at this price here at $5,300. Now, he's playing on the second line right now. He's up on the #1 power play, and like I said, he wasn't playing his best hockey once Jack went out of the lineup, but he found his scoring touch a little bit prior to the All-Star break, putting up 5 goals in his last 3 games, where he also had 18 shots on net, and I really like to see that. Now, dipping into the 4K range of forwards here, there's actually some nice value in the 4K range, in my opinion, at this position. Another guy like Wyatt Johnston of the Dallas Stars sticks out to me, but I'm going to highlight Dylan Strome here of the Washington Capitals, priced at $4,400 tonight in a matchup at home against Montreal. I kind of like the Capitals in general for tournaments here tonight, but they're also offering some nice value in the 4K range. TJ Oshie stuck out to me, even Max Pacioretty. Again, more of the tournament side of things, but offering some nice value. Now, we're going to see Strome play up on that first line in #1 power play. He had 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points in his last 10 games heading into the All-Star break. And Montreal's not a great team, allowing 3.49 goals per game this year, the 6th most in the NHL, while having the 4th worst penalty kill, hitting at just a 73.5% rate. Now, moving on to the defensemen here, and kind of an interesting spot for defensemen tonight. Look, I have no problem spending up for guys like Cale Makar at 8.3K, but I'm going to highlight guys more so in the 4 to 5K range here. But I also want to mention, not really in love with the value either. So, like I said, kind of an interesting spot here for defensemen tonight. First guy that I want to highlight is John Carlson of the Washington Capitals, priced at $5,600 in a matchup at home against Montreal. A very well-rounded defenseman who logs around 25 minutes a night for the Capitals, playing up on their #1 power play and their penalty kill. He's got 3 goals, 25 assists, 28 points in 47 games, and he's also someone who averages 2.2 shots on net per game and 2.2 block shots per game. Now, if you're going to be stacking up that second line for the Dallas Stars tonight, it might make sense to go with someone like Thomas Harley, who plays on that second power play with them, but I also like Miro Heiskanen here at $5,200 for the Dallas Stars in a matchup on the road against Buffalo tonight. He's an offensive defenseman who logs around 24 minutes a game, playing up on the Stars' #1 power play, so it makes sense to stack him with guys like Jason Robertson, Rope Hintz, Jamie Benn. He's someone who's got 5 goals, 25 assists, 30 points in 39 games, and he also averages 2.2 shots on net per game. Now, dipping into the 4K range defenseman here, I like Brandon Montour of the Florida Panthers tonight, priced at $4,400 in a matchup at home against the Flyers. Now, he certainly has not been as productive this year as he was last year, but I like the price here at $4,400, and I like stacking him up with that Panthers #1 power play or that second line that I highlighted earlier. He's got 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points in 33 games this year, logging around 23 minutes a game, and he also averages 2.5 shots on net per game. And then, like I said, not really in love with the value here for defensemen tonight. Prefer to spend above 4K in general, but I do want to highlight 4 guys here in the 3K range that do have double-digit DraftKings point upside. First being Asa Liddell here of the Dallas Stars. He's priced at 3.9K. Simon Nemec of the New Jersey Devils, also 3.9K. Josh Manson of the Colorado Avalanche, 3.8K. And Cam York of the Philadelphia Flyers, priced at 3.5K. But again, don't want to sound like a broken record. I'm going to be looking to spend above 4K when it comes to defensemen tonight. And then I got a couple of goaltenders here for you tonight. Now, if I'm looking to spend up, I like going with the Boston goaltender. Now, I'm not entirely sure who's going to start. I suspect it's going to be Ullmark because Jeremy Swayman just got back from the All-Star break. But look, if Swayman plays here tonight, I'm 100% okay rostering him as well. Both these guys rank in the top 11 of 67 qualified goaltenders this year in goals save above expected. Ullmark is the reigning Vezina Trophy winner. We know the upside that he offers. And this Bruins team is just solid overall. They're one of the best defensive teams in the NHL, allowing just 2.59 goals per game this year, the 4th fewest in the NHL. And then if I'm looking to save some money at the goalie position here tonight, Stuart Skinner of the Edmonton Oilers stuck out to me, priced at $7,500. Now, a tough matchup on the road here against Vegas, but they're a little beat up right now as well if you go look at their lineup. And the Oilers are just playing some really good hockey. They've won their last 16 games. Skinner himself has won his last 12 games, where he's at a save percentage of .950, goals allowed average of 1.41, averaging 20.5 DraftKings points per game. And as always, going to wrap up this video here with 3 low-priced options or sub-4K forward plays. First guy that I got is James Van Riemsdyk of the Boston Bruins, priced at $3,900 here tonight. He's currently playing on that second line with Pastrnak, as well as playing up on the Bruins' #1 power play. He's been a bit up and down at times this year, but overall, 8 goals, 24 assists, 32 points in 45 games, and he's shown some really nice upside, especially as of late. In fact, he's coming off a game where he had 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, putting up 27.5 DraftKings points. The next guy I got here then is Ivan Barbashev of the Vegas Golden Knights, priced at $3,500 here tonight. He's been taking advantage of some of those guys out of the lineup, playing up on their first line in #1 power play. He's now racked up 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points here in his last 10 games, averaging 10.5 DraftKings points per game. And then an opportunity play that I like here tonight in the low 3K range is Ondrej Palat of the New Jersey Devils, priced at $3,100, and he's currently playing up on their first line and #1 power play. He's got 16 points in 37 games this year, so kind of a half point per game type of player, but coming fresh off a game where he had 1 goal, 1 assist, 4 shots on net, and 19.5 DraftKings points. Alright everyone, that is going to wrap up this video here for today. As always, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch the content here on this channel. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's have ourselves a great day here, folks. Let's win some money on this 8-game slate. And in the meantime, I'm out of here.